No, no, yeah, no, no, yeah, no, no,
This is Trey,
This is Ziggy,
and this is the Trey and
Ziggy
Ziggie show.
Okay.
This is good. All right, welcome back, peeps.
Welcome back.
We got a lot to go over, a lot of recaps.
Yep, a lot of recaps because it's February now.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I think
Right.
the last episode, what were we talking about? Like what we wanted our New Year's goals to be.
If we did, I already know what my goal is going to be.
I don't know. We'll have to go back and listen to it.
All right, my goal is almost the same every year. And the reason why I say it's the same because it always changes with the same goal, which is be mature and wise every year. And with that outlook, I say that you will always be able to be willing to change and learn new skills and be a better person in general if you're always willing to learn more and just be wise, be more mature in general. I feel like that will open a lot of doors for you. Do you remember yours, or you say you're going to listen to it?
I'm going to have to listen to it again because I think it was like several things. But we did close out January by celebrating King Trey's birthday.
Yeah, my birthday month.
The big 30.
Yeah, it's
He's
30.
finally in the 30 club.
Yeah, finally.
I've been here a whole year and a half.
Man, that's a long time. Jeez Louise, man.
It hasn't been that long, actually.
It was a year and a month.
Let's see, it's December. It's only been half a year, my bad. It's
half a year?
Yeah. It's not even half a year, it's February.
You turned 31 before I turned 30.
That's right. My bad. I'm 30. I'm 31. I'm 31.
Yeah, you turned 32 this year. Woo!
Man.
This December, huh? But that's a long time away from us.
I'm headed towards 40.
A little bit too early to be saying all that. You can say 35. Because I be looking at my people that I know, they 35, they still look young, you know, all that stuff. But I feel like it's also the way you carry yourself. Because, you know, I feel like age is technical, but like the way your mindset is just how really mature you are and how youthful you are at the same time. And that's determined like how you be viewed by other people. Like, oh man, he's so old. Realize that the dude's 26, 27.
Yeah.
But they carry around themselves as it's just a mindset. It's just a mentality.
It's a mindset. So for Trey's 30th birthday, we had a 2-day extravaganza. It was sports themed because we went to 2 sports bars. And the first night, we went to Pitch 25, and that's a bar out here in Houston. It has a indoor dodgeball turf, like it's a dodgeball field in there.
Yeah.
And it's a giant patio bar. It's like a 2-part patio bar, but it was colder, so it wasn't like packed, probably how it usually is when the warmer months, because one half of it is like the ceiling's open and there's like a tree growing through the building. There's like a couple of trees.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's kind of like a skylight kind of thing going on. But it looks so cool. We're definitely going to go when it gets warmer.
Right. All the places we're going to go to that we plan to go to, we're going to try to go to there when it's warmer, because we went also that first night, which this is a small recap because we got a lot to go over. But the first night, I totally forgot that it was a whole field there. and me personally, like, I already had a few drinks before I even got there. So I'm over here tipsy. And then I had a couple of drinks there. Courtesy of driver. Yeah, courtesy of Jordan.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure if Aaron got me one too, but they both got me a drink. Then everybody was like, we have to sign waivers. Then we went down there. And
yeah, you have to sign a waiver before you can play dodgeball.
Of course.
And then you can just play as many games as you want until they shut it down.
Well, we got there, I guess, late because we played 3 rounds. We lost all rounds. I'm not going to count. I didn't lock it until the third game.
They had some dodgeball pros up in there. Literally, a guy competed. Like he used to be like a dodgeball athlete.
I'm not gonna cap. I locked in on the third game. When I say I know I locked in on the third game, because the first game I got out real fast. And the second game I stayed a little bit, but then I didn't get nobody out, and I got hit again. But third game, I was in there looking like, what's that boy name off the Matrix? Neo. I was sliding, dodging. I low key was just trying not to throw up because I wasn't really even trying to go that hard. But then my competitive side
it was super
kicked
competitive.
in. Yeah, and I felt cool. But then I got out right after that. But it was fun. And then after that, what's it called? The cornhole?
Oh, yeah. They brought out the cornhole games after they shut down the dodgeball games. So you can go and do that.
Side note, I'm starting to realize a trend going on with this nightlife stuff. Or maybe we're just not in too much of the club scene. But I feel like there's a lot of more spots that's opening up where you can just go there and you can have you can play the basketball, little mini arcade games, and you can do a lot of stuff. I don't want to say it's free, right? But I mean, if you're there, you're gonna pay for drinks or food or whatever. But usually nowadays they got a lot of places that you.
I really like that. It's kind of like it's bringing out your inner child, but you're also at a bar,
drunk as hell. I still got it.
I love it because then for my birthday we went to Cidercade with the arcade games. And then in Houston, it's like you have all these. What they've done, which I don't know if Pitch 25 is one, it might be, but usually they take these older buildings like warehouses and stuff and then convert it into really cool places.
Yeah.
And so I feel like that's what happened there because it was downtown. It was downtown, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't really go to many places
it was
outskirts.
downtown.
I think the only place we went outskirts than out downtown was that Mawal, but that was improv too.
Oh, we went there afterwards. That was the first night. Oh my gosh, we went there and it was lit. And I have never seen that hookah bar. We don't go there that often, but we've been a few times.
Yeah, we used to go during the week, and on top of that, we used to always go it was probably every blue moon because we used to also like to go to Renage. I think the only time we used to go there in case of people else wanted to go there and was like, oh, can we bring drinks in? Because you can bring a bottle in, but they charge $25 for the bottle if you bring it in for cups.
Yeah.
So it was kind of I don't know. If you really want to drink and smoke hookah, that was one place to go to.
That was a chill way to end the night. At least we were chill. People around us, this one guy had to get carried out by his friends.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't with us. That wasn't
with us.
But like I said, they do also charge per cup. But so they probably was we just bring the bottle in and just drink from the bottle.
Yeah.
But, people was getting lit.
Yeah, like it was the club.
Right.
But they did have a DJ.
They had a whole DJ. And that brings us to our second day because we went to, what was that, PJ Tucker?
Okay, yeah, PJ Tucker.
Well, we went to Torchy's to watch the game. Not Torchy's. Yes, we went to Torchy's.
Oh, we did go to Torchy's.
Because we was going to go to a bar.
Oh, yeah, because we were let's eat first. So the Texans were playing that day, and
the 49ers. But go ahead.
And the Texans and 49ers are playing. I didn't really think about that when we were inviting people around, but we were okay, the Texans playing. Let's make sure we got a booth. No, we got to Pluckers and the parking lot was full. It was getting dangerous. People were creating their own parking spots. And the Pluckers off of South Shepherd.
Yeah, in the Heights.
Yeah, it's limited parking spaces. And then the street parking, it was all down the street.
Yeah,
and it was difficult to drive around there.
They had ditches over there too. So people was trying to turn right on the edge where the ditch in the street was divided.
Yeah,
so it was really
in the Heights. It's a lot of ditches because it's hills and I think it was one of the first areas people were kind of settling Houston in. So
really?
I think so.
I would say downtown.
Yeah, it was downtown, Fifth Ward, and the Heights.
Yeah,
that's kind of
So yeah, what are the places?
Yeah, so some of those roads are older. They don't really I guess the ditches are there for the runoff if it floods or whatever because it floods badly in that area.
Yeah.
But anyways, we decided not to go to Pluckers and we're change of plans. And we found Torchy's, was also playing the game, and there weren't that many people there. It was like, I would say it's like a normal amount of people there for Torchies.
That Torchies is there just to say they have a Torchies.
Yeah, because a lot of people pick up their orders and go at that location. Some Torchies, like there's some Torchies that have a full bar, and those will be the most packed ones. But that one, it wasn't like that.
Yeah, they was really going all in for the Texas that weekend. I kept saying this, I'm not gonna count, but I don't ever have to plan my birthday around the Texas plan because they usually don't. Well, ever since I've like got grown out, because before they was doing something beforehand, but I wasn't worried about that. I wasn't even planning on going out till like 10 or 11 back in the day. But now I'm like, I gotta plan accordingly with if I really want people to come out.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and eat somewhere. And then the place that we want to go to after that didn't open to 7. So I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and have somewhere to eat and chill. And I think every place that I timed to be somewhere, that's when both games were starting, because I timed dinner around 5, which is, I think the Texans started playing around 4:30 around that time. And then the next place we was going to go to, which is the PJ Tucker, what's it called?
The Better Generation.
The Better Generation.
And Skylab. I
started at around 7. It didn't open to 7, but then the game didn't start till around 7-ish. And they had a whole court there. I really wanted to play, but it was so cold. And it was windy.
It got windy. It got like windier last week.
Yeah.
But we were able to get some drinks from the bar. It was pretty chill. Not a lot of people came out, of course, to that because it was cold outside.
I'm not going to cap, though. I think the right amount of people came out later that night because I think that everybody was trying to still see how the game was going to go and see what that, and it was like, it probably was like, all right, we're going to head over there around third quarter-ish and see whatever.
Yeah.
But we found, for us, a very hidden gem bar.
It was a hookah. It was a hookah bar called Azusa. Yep. It was right across the street. And my line sister, she was like, yeah, it gets pretty lit. Like, you know, around the time we were going there, because we went there just to check it out, like, earlier.
Right. Oh, my God. They was trying to upcharge us like hell. It was like, oh, we do have since it's your birthday, we have a special. I don't know if it's black people or just people that just be strictly on a budget. But when I hear special, I'm hearing like discount.
Right.
I'm thinking like, oh, they're going to give us a bottle, a half off, hookahs half off. And then the hookahs actually was a specific price until like 10.
I think so. Yeah,
10 or 9 or something like that. So we was like, we was at the first place that had really, really nice drinks for a good, decent price. So we was like, we was getting turned there. So we was kind of like pre-gaming at the first spot that we actually was supposed to meet up with everybody at. And then we went over to the next place. I'm talking about, they was going off. I'm talking about the DJ was nice. We got about 3 hookahs that night because my cousins came through. We were line
dancing in there.
Oh, man. I'm talking about.
That's a me song came on.
I had like 3. I had 3 drinks of, what's my drink?
Was that Crown?
Nah.
What is
Red Top.
Oh, Maker's Mark.
Maker's Mark and Coke. Oh, my God. And then when I got there, they was like, my people was like, what you been drinking? We going to get you.
Oh, my gosh.
Then my uncle came through. He got me my birthday gift.
Oh, yeah, gave you gifts.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, man, I was just having fun. Like, that was
the last stop.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely. That was the last stop.
Yeah.
Because we ordered that food. We looked at our account.
Oh my God.
Woo! Like,
who are we? Yeah, that weekend was lit. We was eating good.
But my uncle came through with the clutch. He got me some gifts. He gave me some money. But say how much money it was, but appreciate it, Uncle Junior. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but man, overall though, I would say I had some great birthdays, but this one it tops it off for now. I think the only one that comes close to this is the basketball game, the surprise basketball game I was going to go to. My wife got me a hat and a jersey. Years ago,
I had an afro.
That's what James Harden was used to. So y'all see how long that was.
To see the Rockets. Got you a jersey and a hat, custom hat.
custom hat, King Trey, which I need to do all my hats.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my birthday, and now the rest of the year has to happen. So March coming up. So
now it's Black History Month.
Hey, shout out to
and the Super Bowl was yesterday.
Blackity black.
That Super Bowl was blackity black.
Oh yeah, and you know everybody has somebody has something to say with everything.
Oh my gosh!
You saw? Oh, this is a side note. You saw Charlamagne got his dunk of the day?
No.
Well, that was today. Somebody was complaining that we have a black national anthem and this is America. Everybody should be, but he was like saying like contradicted because first, if this is a free country and we get believe in whatever we want to believe in, then we should be able to practice whatever we want to practice. And if it makes it to that type of platform, then that should be still celebrated. But if you don't like it, then that means you love racism, because if nothing happened to us 400 years ago, we wouldn't have to be singing this stuff. We wouldn't have to have this created. We would not have to figure out what our identity is through this situation. So I'm like, if you're against it, that means you like, wait, hold on now. Why did they feel some type of way? Because we want to have this because y'all took us from where we was before, and now we don't have a true identity. Now we do, African American. We have identity, but it's inside that identity, we still don't know where our roots are from. And that's the gap.
For those of you who don't remember or just don't know, the Black National Anthem is Lift Every Voice and Sing. And Andre Day performed it. And Reba McEntire sang the national anthem. I love Reba. Yeah. But yeah, let's get forward to the halftime show.
Oh, really? Wow.
I mean, the first half was... First of all, was a snooze.
First of all, there's some context to this Super Bowl. All right? Now, not too much for Ziggy, because she just like, it's football. But for me, I had a team in the Super Bowl, which is the 49ers.
Yeah.
But what happens is that I also have a good childhood friend that I grew up with. He made it into the Super Bowl. This is his first year, his rookie year. And he didn't play too much. Y'all probably trying to go look at him.
He played for the Chiefs.
He played for the Chiefs. And what happened? He's a running back. But this is the first year. So usually, unless you like a spectacular athlete, you don't really play. You usually go into the practice garage. But what happened was a lot of injury happens with the Chiefs. So then he became active. That means that if he's active, he's able to participate in a lot of things where a lot of the practice squads usually tend to the side, not be able to dress up like that. Depends on what team you're on. But he was active. So now my boy the Chiefs won, and he got a championship. So I don't know, like when you're a football fan, you want to stay with that team. And one team, like your home team or whatever that team that you love, you stay with that team. But when you start like seeing a lot of people that making it in your city, or your state, putting it on, when you start following the players for your college you went to, of course, like U of H, you see all these quarterbacks go all into these leagues and these running backs and all that stuff. You start tend to like looking at other teams as well. And I see a lot of professional players say the same thing too, because they played for this one team for like 5-10 years. But then the people that they play ball with, they see them go and be great in other teams. So you start, but you always have that one team that you go fall back on, no matter what happens. So to me, it was kind of like a wait for me with the Super Bowl. But like what Zandra said, let's go to the halftime. I got a hot take.
Yeah, hot take.
I got a hot take. And listeners, right now, y'all listening, y'all might not like me. And I understand that. But this is my podcast, so it is what it is. But go ahead. What you want to say about it? What you think about it? See about Usher.
So Usher Raymond performed at the Super Bowl, and he brought out several guests. And I was really excited because I was like, "Oh, is he gonna give us Vegas? Because they're in Vegas. Because we didn't get to go down there in Vegas to see his residency performances." So he did. He brought out all the stops. Let's run down the list of the people he featured: her, Jermaine Dupri, Alicia Keys, will.i.am, Ludacris, and Lil Jon. Did I get that? That's 6 people.
Yeah.
Usher brought the club to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It was so entertaining, but I was mad whenever he was like DJ Snippet. Like he would play like the best parts of like all his hit R&B songs, and he really. I'm so glad that he played like all his like top R&B records, and then like ended it with like the more pop records at the end.
Yeah.
You gotta give us the authentic Usher. But I feel like he should have done less songs so we could sing more. Because I was ready to like sing. I thought it was gonna be Usher karaoke. Every time I started singing, it was on to the next song. But everything looked beautiful. He had Jackson State band there.
Shout out to the HBCU.
Yeah.
Like showing up at these big events and not being like, man, they showing up and being professional. They need to do what they do. To this. They haven't. They didn't do. There was no mess that I heard so far going on with anything like that. Like, you know how hard it is to have a lot of Black influence on a situation and being unprofessional, X, Y, Z. Maybe they good at handling that stuff, but man, shout out to all the Blacknesses. Shout out to HBCU and specifically Jackson State.
Yes, and her with that guitar solo on the.
She killed
Let It Burn, but and
then she brought it to she brought it. What y'all know about it?
Yes, the Bad Girls. Yeah, she was just. Oh my gosh, it was so cool. But Alicia Keys, though, I thought the internet was set ablaze by Alicia Keys. Her little screech in the beginning, like, girl, why you hit that note? You know you can't do that note anymore. And then YouTube, when it was posted on YouTube, they had altered it to fix like the screech in her voice. And the internet was playing side by sides. Oh my gosh.
You can't do that.
The internet was trolling.
Internet always finds something. Like, side note, I remember that time that CJ Stroud was like starting that interview, talking about some giving under the God and, you know, my Lord and Savior, and they edited that out.
Yeah.
So they could broadcast him just going straight to his interview.
Yeah, that was recent too.
Yeah, but you know, the internet so fast. I don't know when they gonna start learning. Like, you can't start editing stuff out because everybody have cameras everywhere. And they get access these people on the internet.
Social media. Like,
yo, they have a power.
Like, they used to do that a lot back in the day to social media. It's like
it's power of social media. But yeah. They tried to edit it, but they was like, nah, the people was like, nah, we heard it. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Man, talk about that. I don't think they know that come from, but that was from Kanye West. And then you see his ad. I was playing it earlier. This dude said he spent so much money on that ad. In the car, he couldn't make it. Yeah. Well, that's talking about something. You talking about money.
Vertical video. A vertical video in the dark in the car while he's driving or whatever he's doing. Talk about go to Yeezy.com, and that was it.
Did people go to Yeezy.com though? You gotta see them numbers.
Oh, they did?
I mean, I'm not cap though. With a commercial like that, commercial is supposed to get your attention. That's why first the volleyball was up or stuff like that. First, my goal was to watch everything. I'll try to watch everything. It'd be funny. I was watching it with her family, and y'all was talking mess about the commercial. Oh no, it is us me, but these commercials ain't funny. And then like two commercials, like, oh, that was a good commercial. Like the commercial with
I like the Dunkin' Donuts one.
That was after y'all said that.
And then
I said that the Dunkin' Donuts. They was like, everybody in the whole house was like going crazy. Oh, they didn't have that much. They must have had some investment. I was like, y'all didn't even watch all the commercials.
I did like a couple other commercials.
What other commercial did you like before that one? Because you said Dunkin' Donuts right off the bat, but do you know any other commercials that you like? And specifically before the Dunkin'. And that was yesterday, so
I know.
It's not like it's see? No. Y'all was talking smack.
Yeah. I'm trying to think about what other
one. That was like the best.
I know there was another one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the one that was funny was with the Turk and with the Scrubs people.
That's because you like them.
Yeah. Oh, and Beyonce's commercial was great.
Oh my God.
Beyonce. And I thought they were only going to have her song in the Verizon commercial, but it was a whole thing. And then she was like, okay, drop the new music, like at the end. I'm like, wait a minute, what? So I was just like trying to scroll on Twitter, Instagram, and like they put that she had a new song, Texas Hold'em, and then 16 Carriages. I was like, hold up, 2 new songs, 2 new country songs? What? And then I found the links on YouTube, on Twitter. I was like, hold up. And it led straight to her YouTube page. I'm like, she dropped them on her YouTube page? Because I was like, I'm not about to pay for Tidal to listen to. I was able to listen to one song, but then the free version shuffles on mobile. So I listened to both of them, and my favorite one out of the 2 is 16 Carriages. And I'm so excited for March 29th when her Act 2 album comes out.
That means she's going to have a whole other world tour just for this Act 2.
You know.
And that means merch. You know what that means? Merch means what?
Money out of the
bank. We got to put like it. We're going to have to save them.
I'm going to have to get a second job. just to sponsor my Beyonce habit. But also, Usher added another tour date. Houston. He's coming to Houston.
He finally did?
Yep. He did it after the Super Bowl.
I wonder why he did that.
New dates. It was like a whole bunch of new dates. I think because they have to secure them.
Like the venues and stuff?
Yeah. So I guess if it takes longer, and maybe it's like...
There's a lot of stuff happening in Houston, though. Yeah. And for his magnitude, he might have to be like in Katy or some type of Sugarland.
I have to see where they're going to have it.
We have to see. But
I think he could do NRG.
Yeah, but NRG is like booked. I would say he probably could do Toyota Center.
Toyota Center, yeah.
He probably could do Toyota Center.
He probably do Toyota Center.
But it's basketball season, so that could be tough too.
But it's gonna be in November.
And that's me if anything happens, because I know when they sign that stuff up, it's a lot of gray area. Like if this don't happen, if this happens,
better not double book. Like what happened with Janet Jackson and what is that? The Dallas Mavericks or?
I don't know. I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember.
Yeah, I was like, oh, one of the players was like, "Sorry, Miss Janet," in one of the interviews.
All right, so I heard some people say that, hey, and I'm not lying. I heard that some people say this is like the greatest Super Bowl halftime show ever, and it was like maybe because I don't know, but I was like, what you think? Because you already know Prince.
Okay.
It's number one. We all know that. But do you think it up there in that tier with Prince?
And it's hard because I wish I could go back in time and see Michael Jackson's. But I also feel like that's when it started, the big halftime shows with Michael Jackson.
Oh, but you got to also go off of why the halftime shows, if you want to go there.
Color.
Yeah.
Yeah, so black people. But I guess in our time, I mean, Living Color is like kind of our time, but we was babies. Like
babies.
I would say in our time, and I don't know which order to put this in. I would say I have a top 4 because it's Prince, Beyonce, when she performed in New Orleans.
Right. With what his name?
No.
Oh, this is
it's so like 11 years ago. Yeah. Oh, wow. So 11 years ago, she had the whole Super Bowl halftime show, and she brought out Destiny's Child. Oh. And then the power went out at the Mercedes Superdome. The power went out at the end of the performance, and they had to wait to restart the game until the power came back on.
Some bad malfunction.
And then the third, Beyonce, Bruno Mars, and Coldplay, and now the fourth, Usher. So I feel like...
So you don't put up The Weeknd up there?
Oh, The Weeknd.
You don't put up...
That was good. Okay.
Her and Bruno Mars, you don't put that crazy choreography they did put together.
What are you talking about?
They were going at each other?
Yeah, I said
oh, I thought you said Beyonce.
It was 3 people. It was Bruno Mars, Beyonce, and Coldplay.
I thought you said they had like a Destiny Child one.
Yeah, that Destiny Child came out during Beyonce's solo Super Bowl performance.
Okay.
In NOLA.
I thought you said, okay, go ahead.
But yeah, The Weeknd. Dang, that was good. So there's top 5. Mm-hmm. That's the top 5. Beyonce got 2 of them slots. That's in our time though, because like we couldn't see Michael Jackson.
Yeah, but you saw footage. We never see these people perform. How you gonna say that? All we saw was they have on the TV. That's all we see. So we can go back and look at footage.
We're in the era, like
what's the difference?
Because I feel like it's the buzz. It's like
it's talent. Okay. It's presentation.
Okay, talent presentation.
If you go look at a play that happened 100 years ago, you gonna say, man, that's trash. I don't know the buzz around what's going on. No, you gonna be like, that's X, Y, and Z. That's a great actor, great actress. And then you be like,
dang, I forgot about Rihanna, but I don't think she had.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was pretty cool and creative how she did that, but I don't think it was one of the best.
You didn't like old girl and old boy, what's her name? Janet Jackson.
Oh my gosh, I feel so bad for Janet.
But I was so young when that happened.
I was young too.
I was like, why are you going crazy about this?
I didn't even know what happened until like
her boobs showing. I was like
I missed that. I think it's like
but she had something still over her.
She had a nipple ring.
But you couldn't see anything. Now the stuff they show now, they showing way more now. But not probably on the Super Bowl still, not the Super Bowl. But man, times change. All right, you ready for my hot take now?
Janet needs a redo. And Justin Timberlake needs to stay away from the Super Bowl.
He did that on purpose? Because people still talking about that right now.
It's hard because now that I listen to the Britney Spears memoir book, I'm like, dang, JT was he was dirty back in the day. Like, he was perpetuating stereotypes, being an F-boy. So that's why I'm like, that's close to that era. I don't know if it was an accident or not.
I think he knew something about the wardrobe. They was like, make sure you don't do this. And he was like, all right, I got y'all.
I think the story is something got caught or something.
They gonna make up a story for you regardless. Well, he did it still, regardless. Yeah. But anyways, my take on the halftime show. And this is specifically with the Black community, right? I will say this. I say the show was really, really good. It was great. Usher did as much as he could do with the show. I get what they were trying to go with it. They were trying to put all 35,000 hits that he made and have him dance to it. I like the clock, let it burn.
Oh my gosh, that was
cool.
Time, and then it had a social media.
Hey man, this is my turn. You spoke 18 hours.
No, I was saying
I got it. Let me get to my point. I don't want to get off the subject. I'm creating a story because what I'm about to say after this is not going to be everybody going to be like, whoa.
Keep going.
All right. So all that part of the clock burning, all that stuff. I mean, I thought the wardrobe was kind of chaotic. I guess it was some type of Zaxby type of theme. Everybody had this suit and this, but it wasn't a clean cut type of, okay, this is the thing that's going on with these dancers, with the wardrobe. The dancer was hitting everything. No matter, I don't care what I remember one part, they stopped the music. This dude did some Chris Brown headstand tilted at 1:00. His whole body was at an angle and he hit that thing. I don't know how many times.
Breakdance.
But to do that in a Super Bowl, and you probably practiced that 100 times.
On his mark.
On the mark. And I'm like, that's crazy. But when I say all that to say this, I say this Super Bowl is probably B tier, A tier top, A tier minimum. I would say that because when you walk away from watching that halftime show, you remember all those songs where you were when those songs came out. All those good feels like that. But think about the people that don't really listen to Usher like that, right? And it's not it's their fault, but necessarily at the same time, a performance is they had time to get ready. They had plenty of time to get ready.
Teaching people songs on the internet.
But you got to think about it. If you really know Usher, you follow him throughout his career, even if you didn't want to, your parents was playing these songs for you. You know these songs, and you oh, I remember that song. I remember that song. But I would tell you this, and this is why. What's his name? Prince. The reason why I feel like his is very memorable is because no matter if you don't know Prince, you don't know that song. The fact that the moment was so big.
It was so captivating.
Very captivating. And you left that with a specific feeling. Even if you didn't know that song. You don't ever hear a song before you hear the song, the first song. You hear the song, you're like, man, that's a good song. Let me listen to that again. Right? If you listen to all those mixes, that Super Bowl halftime show, you'd probably be like, wait, is this the same song? Oh, they changed songs. Oh, they changed the song again. There was not one song. I'd probably say Let It Burn, but you're not going to walk away from Let It Burn like, man, that changed my life. You ain't going to walk away from that.
It's too fast.
I mean, Let It Burn they let that play out, but at the same time, that wasn't like no showstopper. Right? Now, I would say Usher was singing, he was singing as much as he could.
They should have upped his mic or
I don't want to listen to this dude sing. Not a halftime show. I'm not looking for vocals. I'm not rating this dude. I want to see him dance. I'd rather go to a show specifically where he can slow the pace down when he wants to. So then he can sing out like Beyonce. But man, when I saw Beyonce concert, she saw that it was so beautiful. She could pace everything.
Yeah. And that's how her halftime show, the solo one, was like that too. It's like you got to choose which songs you're going to take it slow with and then choose which ones you mix it with.
Yeah.
But I see what you're saying. It was like...
I know he can hit notes. This is not the time that he needs to prove to hit notes. He danced too. He was dancing. I was
cool with the notes too.
Yeah, but...
I want both.
Yeah, but you can't get both. You ever tried to dance to sing?
Beyonce did.
Pitch perfect.
Beyonce did.
She sung all her notes. Every single note.
Most of them.
That's what I'm saying. He did too. He sung most of them.
Okay, but you're talking about like...
I'm not going to see him sing all those notes or most of his notes where it's solely for entertainment. The halftime is an entertainment. Like, I know he can hit the notes. You know he can hit the notes.
Uh-huh.
Right? Let the track be louder so when he does not sing, we don't have to even worry about him not singing because we know this dude can sing. He did not get to the Super Bowl for nothing.
Right.
This dude, we know he can
30 years
sing.
in the making.
He can hit any note right then and there if he wanted to. We know that. But yeah, I say like A-tier top. And that's not bad at all because I would say Weekend performance was like a C-tier because it was like, well, I already told you about the people with the mask on. It was a lot of chaotic stuff, and then he went to that little golden mirror room. He looked lost in the mirror in the room himself, and he was going crazy. And he don't even dance like that.
Oh yeah, he don't dance.
So I'm like, and he was still like, Usher was still out singing this dude, and he wasn't even dancing. So that's what I'm saying. Like Usher was, but it could have been more. And of course, he took off his shirt. I mean, he had to take off his shirt. It was kind of it was in his contract when he was performing. But that's so crazy. It's like, you know, guys can take off their shirt in the middle of a performance on the Super Bowl. Maybe go back to.
He did. He took off layer by layer.
Overtime.
He had
a four-piece suit.
He started off with the longest cape.
That boy went and changed. And came out with a purple
vest.
Yes, came around. You saw that microphone had a solo when he started tweaking. He started
glitching, the Usher glitch. They're calling it the Usher glitch.
You heard about his fans? What they call them, the Usher boards. You know, they also have a beehive. Usher boards. He said right this way.
Church folks know what that is.
Oh, bro.
Usher boy. That's funny because that's how they was acting. The teacher, U-S-H-E-R.
Yes.
It's Usher. Usher.
Oh yeah, man. Shout out to Usher, man. He started off young. He been in the industry. He seen some stuff. And for him,
write a book.
Ooh, Usher?
Yes. He said it's coming some years ago. He said he was going to write a book one day.
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
We all waiting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, man. Shout out to Usher. Shout out to all the people that showed up and showed out halftime. You watched it with your people. I hope y'all, you know, I know we enjoyed it. Yeah. Right? You know, we see us. We always want to support us and to see actually people that really need to be put on to the place. And I think this Super Bowl, I don't think they really made a lot about Taylor Swift. Even though, yeah, She had like 18 other all stars that a lot of people was like, man, Ice Spice.
Oh my gosh. I think it's just so funny. Like, after the Chiefs won, everybody around her was like, it was like a group hug. Everybody was like cheering, and everybody's like group hug surrounding Taylor Swift. I'm like, she got like 6 people trying to hug her at one time.
Yeah. She won the Super Bowl.
I guess she got friends.
And then guess what? After the Super Bowl, the very next day, today, they announced Usher is married. Not engaged.
I remember seeing his girlfriend at one of the Vegas shows. He had pulled her up so he could like serenade her.
Shoot, this boy
must have been Beyonce. I don't know. It was like, surprise! I'm going on tour. More dates.
Yeah, Usher was really
album.
He really was looking. Yeah, he was really looking this.
I'm married. What?
He really looking this whole situation. He was really
I love it. I love that for him.
I do the same thing. If I find out I was doing some type of big event like Super Bowl, I'm gonna try to get as much
like Beyonce
as possible. Oh my God, her bringing up Beyonce. She didn't perform. She haven't even performed this year. Why you keep talking? We talk about Usher. We give Usher.
She's at the top. She has number 1 and 2 of the country charts right now because of those 2 songs.
Oh yeah,
that's the first time a Black woman has ever had those spots.
Congratulations for her.
Congratulations, Beyonce.
Yeah, you give her flowers, but right now Usher getting his flowers. But back to Usher.
Usher.
Yeah, my man's really making this, and go ahead, power to you, my brother. Yeah, power to you. But that's gonna be our recap. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Hopefully,
a lot more coming.
Yeah, we're gonna be pushing out. We're working with some people so we can push out some more. We're gonna actually start investing in this podcast more. Yeah, which we have been before, but yeah, we're really gonna go hard this year so we can build our foundation. Shout out to all my coworkers that's listening to the podcast, all family members.
Hey y'all,
you know, stick with us. We're gonna pop out some more stuff. You know what I'm saying? And all our hot takes and all the Beyonce takes, of course. I can't really talk because Kendrick Lamar only probably dropped one song.
They go into hiding.
And then what's my other GOAT? Besides,
he came out for Beyonce for the LA concerts.
Tyler Creator. Where you at, Tyler? Stop playing with me, Tyler. Drop
J. Cole
something.
dropping an album soon.
He is?
Yep. The Fall Off.
Oh yeah,
it's coming.
Man, I can't wait. And it's not a fall off for him.
It's not.
So who we be talking about? I hope
it's not ironic.
I hope it's not no what's that album he dropped like
KOD?
Oh my God.
That's what I was thinking it might be.
I like KOD, but KOD like a small project just to be a prophet.
That was one of my favorite ones.
KOD? Your favorite out of all the albums?
I said that's one of my favorites.
I can't even see how you say that's one of your favorites.
What?
But anyway, that's a whole other topic for a whole other different day.
We'll rank J. Cole albums on another day.
I'm not. You got that. J. Cole, we talk about that later.
We got to do a GOAT episode.
You don't want that. Because none of your GOATs got as many Grammys as mine do. But it's cool. If you want to say Beyonce, then yeah, whatever. She got Grammys.
Rapper-wise, no.
Yeah, like, I mean,
like Jay-Z said, something wrong.
He didn't say who he was talking about.
He said something wrong.
He said cowboy hat. I think he said something like that. But my GOAT won a lot of stuff. If you really want to bring us some accolades, I got some accolades for my GOATs.
All right, we'll talk about it another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in.
This is Trey.
This is Ziggie.
And this is the Trey and Ziggie
show.
There you go.
We out.
We out.
We hope you tune in next week.